Something strange is happening to Britain these days, something that many people simply cannot understand. A country known for its stability, its confidence, its long history of calm leadership, suddenly finds itself making a new decision every day, facing a bigger crisis every week. People are leaving the country. Young people are drowning in debt. The economy can't find its rhythm, and even the oldest, strongest companies are beginning to shake. If anyone needs to confess, it is the British system itself. And in this episode, we will understand together how things became so complicated, who pushed the economy to the edge, and why the government's relationship with the people has never been this tense. Yes, these are difficult times, but they are also the beginning of something deeper. A moment when Britain may start to change its very shape. So, clear your mind, and let's look at how the world is turning. If we examine Britain in 2025, we see a scene that feels like the country is walking down a strange road. A road that doesn't match the picture the world once had of the United Kingdom. The government is pressuring people from every angle. More regulations, higher taxes, and at the same time, a weakening economy that refuses to move. The result? Workers and entrepreneurs who give their best every day suddenly feel defeated. One part finds its income shrinking. The other part begins to ask the big question, should I just leave and start my life somewhere that appreciates my effort? This is where the real story begins, because what we see on the surface is only the first warning sign, a sign that something deeper is wrong. The truth is simple. Britain's productivity is falling, not just standing still. Falling. The British Office for Budget Responsibility (OPR) reduced its productivity forecasts by 0.3%. A small number? Maybe, but even this small drop creates a £20 billion gap in the national budget. And the real danger is that this is not a sudden problem. It's a long path, a slow decline that has been happening for years. With low productivity and rising costs, inflation remains above average. Many global forecasts say that Britain may have one of the highest inflation rates in the G7 in 2025. And with inflation up, productivity down, and growth weak, prices rise slowly but constantly. The Bank of England keeps interest rates at 4%, making borrowing expensive and investment slower. Daily life becomes harder, and people feel like their money disappears before they can use it. This is where the picture becomes clearer. The economy is still moving, but at two different speeds, a K-shaped economy. Some people are rising, some people are falling, and the gap is growing. London has always been the part of the economy that goes up, the heart of finance, banking, and global business. London alone contributes nearly 12% of all British tax revenue, most of it from the financial sector concentrated in a very small area. But now, even London is slowing down. A dangerous sign, because when the strongest part of the country weakens, the rest suffers even more. This extreme dependence on one sector means the economy becomes hypersensitive. A small shock in finance can hit the entire nation within days. And the young generation, they are carrying the heaviest burden. Reports say more than 150,000 graduates enter the workforce every year with student debts that exceed £100,000. This kind of debt does not just affect money, it affects dreams. A young person with six-figure debt will think twice before buying a house, starting a business, or taking any major step in life. Most of them try to pay off the debt first, putting their youth, their choices, and their future on hold. And since these loans are backed by the government, when young people struggle to pay, the state carries part of the loss. So the problem becomes national, not personal. So how is the government responding? According to Finance Minister Richard Reeves, the main direction now is simple. Raise taxes because, as he openly said, there is no clear alternative. Everything is on the table. Income tax, value-added tax, insurance contributions. The country needs money, and everyone must participate. One major decision shocked London: the abolition of the Nandam tax system. For decades, this system allowed wealthy foreigners to live in Britain without paying taxes on income they earned abroad. It made London a magnet for global wealth. When the government removed it, that advantage disappeared instantly. And with it, a wave of wealthy individuals began leaving the country. This is what experts call reverse migration. Henley and Partners, one of the most respected global wealth tracking firms, reported that around 16,500 millionaires left Britain in 1 year, the highest wealth outflow of any country in the world. Each person leaving takes with them tax revenue, investment, and job opportunities. And it's not just individuals. Big companies are doing the same. AstraZeneca, one of the world's largest pharmaceutical giants, secured approval to directly list on the New York Stock Exchange. The Financial Times reported it clearly. The company believes the American market offers better liquidity and higher valuations. Another major move came from Wise, the well-known British fintech company. Reuters reported the company is planning to shift its main operations from London to New York for the same reason: higher trading activity and better funding options. When companies of this size leave, confidence leaves with them, and the tax changes don't stop there. New rules coming in 2026 will affect agriculture, small businesses, inherited property. Exemptions on agricultural land and certain business assets will decline. Families will face higher inheritance taxes. There are proposals that unused pension funds could also be taxed when inherited. All of this increases pressure on ordinary families. But the most interesting part, the changes are not just financial. They seem to reshape the nature of the British state itself. The government is pushing for a unified digital identity for every citizen. It's used for work, taxes, and official services, presented as a solution for immigration and labor market management, but feared as a possible tool of expanded control in the future. Police have been given widespread access to facial recognition cameras in public spaces. Large retail chains like Sainsbury's are testing similar technology inside stores to monitor customers and block ban individuals. Even on the internet, reports speak of expanded monitoring of harmful or offensive comments, all at a time when the economy needs trust, transparency, and calm. So, how did Britain reach this point? A large part of the answer goes back to loss of confidence. It began in 1992 on Black Wednesday, when the pound collapsed and people realized the British economy was not as unshakable as they believed. Then came Brexit. Instead of opening new doors, it reduced trade and investment and pushed many skilled workers, doctors, nurses, engineers, to leave. Confidence weakened, growth slow, and now every crisis hits harder. The truth: this cannot be fixed with one new law or one new tax. It needs a complete vision, a plan that restores trust and distributes burdens fairly before the circle closes completely. Our journey ends here for today, but the story of Britain is far from over. If you enjoyed this breakdown, let us know in the comments section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay with us for the first chapter of every new story. Peace.